Hey, I'm Adrian. I write all sorts of software for a living. Python, JavaScript, both client and server side, Go, Java, and even C# and F# for .NET. I'm probably leaving out a few. Needless to say, I've written a lot of software. In this video, it's the first of many that I'm going to put together to show you how I set up a development machine, from the actual virtual machine or OS installation, the basic ideas around that, all the way through to actual setup of various IDEs, such as some of the JetBrains IDEs that I use, and the actual language frameworks and tech stacks themselves. So, without talking about it too much, let's just get started with actually doing it. All right, to get things set up, we'll need an operating system. For this particular use case, I'm going to use Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. I've gone out to ubuntu.com/download/desktop. I'm just going to click download. The download will start in just a second, and in a few minutes, thanks to gigabit connections, I'll have a 2.5 gigabyte operating system downloaded and ready to go. We have it downloaded. I've launched VMware Fusion here. Simply click on the new VM button, select new. From here, I just pull up downloads, where I just downloaded the file, and I drag and drop it onto the disk image. It picks up various characteristics of the actual operating system, determines what type of features and capabilities the VM needs, and then all we need to do is add our super secret password. I like to enable the home folder so that I can read and write to my local OS as well as VM. Continue, and then I go ahead and hit finish, even though sometimes you may want to change these various characteristics. For example, let's do a custom one. I'll save that. And in here, I'll actually pick a lot more RAM. Let's do 16,384. And let's say we're going to use, let's do 4 processor cores. Drive size, let's do that. Let's bump this up to 120 gigabytes for sure. And just to be safe, let's say 240. Then apply that, and we're all set. So now I can hit play. It's going to detect that the ISO is there and begin the installation project with all of the various process and other things that it detected and set by convention to go ahead and install the entire operating system. Once it's all done, just log in and we are ready to go for the next steps. So to wrap up this virtual machine, let's kind of clean it up just a little bit. Ubuntu comes with some things that I just don't need. For instance, this rhythm player, I don't want it here. I don't need the text editor stuff, and I don't really need most of these things. Like the update almost always starts, and that should be done. But I'm going to actually close that this round too and go ahead and skip this, skip that, next, go through and get it all set up. So once I'm here, I now hit Control-Alt-T to bring up a terminal. In the terminal, I do the last step of every setup I do with Linux, at least of a Debian base, where I just do sudo apt-get update. This goes through and grabs any of the latest patches, updates, and other things, similar to that prompt that just came up, but I like to do it this way. Once that's done, I always give it a good firm reboot just before moving into next steps. And the way I do that is sudo shutdown restart now. That's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe and just click next, because the next video is right over somewhere here. See you in the next one.